describe a man, but this was Deacon Miller. And it didn't stop at gentle, but he was a giant. Because there was an inner person, there was an inner strength that would rise every time to the occasion as the need arose. Whenever he was needed, I watched Deacon Miller for years coming to conventions, and not just in Hamilton Mountain, other conventions that I would be attending. And whenever, every single time, if one person, if it was going to be a solo, it was going to be Deacon Miller. And if it was a group song, he was going to do a verse out of the song. But he was there, he was present, he was doing his part, he was making his impact. And that was the giant in, many of us see giants as persons who are big in stature, or have a loud voice, or just command some kind of respect when you come into the room. But he wasn't that kind of giant. He was gentle in his voice, he was gentle in his actions, gentle in his speech, gentle even in his singing, but he did it with all that was in him. And so we give God praise today for the impact that he made wherever he went. He was indeed a true icon of peace, spreading just this harmony and love wherever he went. What I remember also about this man of God was the smile that you would get even before you came close enough to greet him. Once you were visible from a distance and he saw you, he would give you that warm, gentle smile. So by the time you got to him, you know, the conversation was already easy because he had warmed you up with a smile. And I'll always remember that. But what stands out most for me today was his willingness to serve in whatever position he was called. I'll never forget, it was a Saturday, and I should have checked the date before coming here. But it was a Saturday in December, and we were next door at a National Executive Board meeting. And at the end of the meeting, I was heading home like the others, and I just peeked in the church because I heard sounds in the church, so I came to the side door and just peeked in to see what was happening. And when I looked in, I saw Deacon Miller all by himself, humming and cleaning the sanctuary. That was the last time I saw him, and that picture will never leave my mind. He was humming. You know, when you hum and do things, you're usually very relaxed and comfortable. You know, he was just humming one of his songs and he was just cleaning. He was mopping at the time. And I was honestly surprised. I was taken aback. And I said, "Brother Miller?" And he greeted me as if it's not a big deal. You know, I'm just here doing my thing. And that for me meant a lot. I looked at the scripture over in St. Matthew 25 and 21. And it's a scripture all of us are familiar with. You see, God gives us talents. And there are some that are usually more attractive and more pleasing, and so those we will readily do. He could sing, and sang he did, but that wasn't the only talent that God gave him. God also gave him the talent to help, to serve, to work, and he never shirked from that. He never told himself that I'm a singer. You know, I'll wait until Sunday morning. I'll do my thing on Sunday morning before the congregation. I'll wait until convention and everybody's sitting there and everybody will hear me and my voice will be recorded and everybody will talk about how good I am. But on his own, by himself, and singing while he did it, humming while he did it, he was cleaning the sanctuary. And I can just hear the Lord himself saying, "Well done, good and faithful servant. You have been faithful not only in singing, but you've been faithful in all aspects, in everything that I've given to you. Welcome. Welcome home. Come on over and join the team."